What's going on, YouTube? So how do roster updates work in MLB The Show 25, and how does investing work for MLB The Show 25? Everything you need about know about roster updates will be in today's video. This is going to be called a Roster Update School 101. So we're going to give you all the details and even some of my investments that I currently have on that spreadsheet down below. You guys see in the bottom left right now, we have our quick sell prices. Quick sell prices are very important when it comes to roster updates, and we'll be talking about that in just a minute. If you guys want to check out that spreadsheet, it's available to everyone. Link is down below in the description. In the spreadsheet, you will find all my roster update predictions, my investments, whether they're good or whether they're bad. I tell you guys, and I'm transparent with everything that I have. What's up, guys? Be sure you guys check out Control Freaks and Precision Rings at controlfreak.com so you guys can get more control and better precision in MLB The Show 25. And if you guys use code BLOOD at checkout, you get an additional 12% off. And if you spend $25 or more, they also give you free shipping. Anyways, back to the video. We also have stats. So they're MLB The Show ratings as well as real live stats. So we have like their hits per nine, their Ks per nine, how many home runs they have, their batting average versus left-handed pitchers, their batting average versus right-handed pitchers, and just everything that we need to know to help us decide whether this player might be going up or might be going down in the next roster update. The reason the quick sell prices are so important down below is when you guys are investing, you are investing to quick sell these cards. For instance, Jordan Westburg, 80 overall. We know quick sells for 400 stubs. Now I'm going to take this one example, and I'm going to lose some stubs here for you, just so you guys can understand something. So you want to quick sell because quick sell, there is no tax. If I were to go in here, for example, if I were to go in here and I would sell this card, right? If I would sell this card for 401, if I sell now, that's tax. So it's 401 minus 10%. The reason you can find that out, if you go to sell it, right? If you go to sell a card, and let's say I want to sell it for 401. Oh, wrong price. That's not 401. So 401. I'd only get 361 stubs back. That is lower than his quick sell price. So that's why we want to quick sell cards, because there is no tax when you quick sell. And if I have to go in here and sell it for 401, I'm losing stubs. The only time you do not want to quick sell is when that buy now price is well high. So like right now it's 441 or 445. So we would sell for 444. And guess what? It's still 400 stubs after tax. And normally when roster updates happen and prices go up, and let's say this becomes an 82, he's going to be quick sell price anyways at that point, and you want to quick sell. Also, having 200 of them. If you had to put in a sell order for all 200, by the time you put in the orders, people are going to undercut you, and it's going to be very, very hard to sell all of these cards. So just keep that in mind. Do not sell now. That is a very bad decision, and you're going to lose stubs every time you do that, especially when they're at quick sell value, like Jordan Westbrook. So when you are looking for investments, you are looking for cards that are near or close to quick sell value. A bad example right now of an investment would be Garrett Crochet. Now, I got him pretty high as well. I got him around 1900, but a long time ago. He had a bad game. He's been down to 1300. He just had a really good start. Almost threw a no-hitter, I believe, through 7 innings, even a perfect game through 7 innings. Really good start. His price definitely bounced back. But if you're investing in him now, I mean, it could still be a good investment if he goes diamond. However, in 83 overall, we look down at the spreadsheet, 1200 stubs. So if he goes to an 84, it's 1500 stubs. So if you're investing at 1900 and he only goes up to an 84, then you're losing stubs. If you sell, he would be more of a long-term investment and hoping that he goes diamond at some point in a future update, if not the next update. So if I were to invest in him right now at 1900, I would not be selling him if he goes up to an 84. I would basically still hold him and hope that he goes diamond at some point. Another good example of a pretty good investment would be Alex Bregman. Like, he's not quick sell, but he's at 613. So if I were to go in here and I would buy this card at like 614. His quick sell value is 600. I'm only losing 14 stubs. However, if I were to sell now on this card, as we see right here, 553, right? The seller would get 553. Oh my goodness. What I talk about? You lose stubs, right? That person who's selling this card for 613 or 612 at this point, they're losing stubs when they're selling now to us. So we want, let's say I'll just put one in. We want one at 613. That person that sells that car for 613 is losing stubs. They could quick sell it for 600 and gain more stubs out of it. Instead, they just gave it to me for 613, right? So they lost stubs. I might possibly gain stubs, right? If he goes up to an 82 and 83. That's how that works. Like, you take advantage of people pressing sell now, but you do not sell now yourself. But we definitely take advantage of other people doing it. Wilyer Abreu, a very interesting card. Now, this card's very interesting because he goes up and down in price a lot. I think he is going to be gold at some point this year. I don't see, unless he goes completely like cold. But one of the hot investments, this card right here, was a basically very expensive card at one point, right? Well, his marketplace value is very, very high. But then we had a weekend classic. A lot of people got standard packs. What are the cards that are going to go down the most in standard packs? Roster update investment cards. Those bronze, silvers, and gold investments are going to dip down more in price because they're going to be pulled a lot more, especially silvers and bronze. So that's where his price dipped around the 12th and 13th, and now it's starting to rise a little bit more again. So we bought heavily on him around the 12th and 13th, I believe. Let me actually even double check that. I'm pretty sure on the 12th and 13th, we bought a lot of him, or was it Tyler? No, we bought a lot of him. 12th and 13th. We bought him for 180. Tyler Soderstrom for 180. This is what we bought him for. And look at that. We could sell him for 400. Now, might be a card that I might want to sell, right? Because if he doesn't go 80, then I possibly miss out on a huge profit. Because if he doesn't go 80, his price is going to dip again, right? So I could sell him right now for 445. Now, this is where it's going to take a long time, right? Because if someone undercuts me, it's going to be hard to sell all of them for 445. I got to put in all these orders and try to sell them for 445 to get 400 stubs back. But I could also save him long term and hope that he goes higher than an 80, like an 81, and make more stubs. So that's typically what I will probably do. I'm not even going to try to sell him right now. I'm going to hold on to him and see what happens, right? But that's a very good example of a card that if their hype is big, maybe just sell them off the hype, because that way if they don't go gold or they don't go diamond, you can still make a profit on them. Another good one was Garrett Crochet. If you would have bought him at 1,300, 1,400 on the dip, he has that almost perfect game, goes up to 2,100. Maybe you sell him for that 500, 600 stubs, because even after tax, you would still get, let's see, 2177, right? You would still get 1,900 stubs. So if you only paid 1,400, that's still making 500 stubs per card that you had. That's where you want to like decide, do you want to put sell orders into these cards, sell them off the hype, or wait long term and see if they get that next tier diamond or gold? That way you guys can make a lot more stubs. So as you're going through this, like I know a lot of people like Steven Kwan, but he's close to quick sell. He's not bad, but you also got to look at stats, right? So if we look at Steven Kwan, he needs to hit for power. He's got 78 contact versus right, 82 contact versus left. He's really going to see a big boost if he hits for more power. So like his ISO rating, how many home runs he's getting versus lefties versus righties. We can even look at clutch, but his clutch is pretty high too. Clutch would be like hits with runners in scoring position, or his average with runners in scoring position. Now, if he hits for a very, very high average, like if he's batting 300, then you got to look at his splits. How is he doing versus lefties? How is he doing versus righties? Because if his righties, he's hitting like, against righties, he's hitting 300, but against lefties, he's hitting like, I don't know, 150, then that means his contact versus lefties could go down, his contact with righties could go up. and they would kind of offset, and his overall wouldn't change. So those are also things I just need to look at. Carlos Santana is always a pretty good investment. He's quick sell right now. I don't know how he's doing. I'm just saying, like, typically, like last year, he did very well for me last year. Riley Green, pretty good. Like anything at quick sell. Kerry Carpenter, you can get a quick sell right now. There's a lot of good investments out there. Anything at quick sell, take the risk on, because when it comes, as long as like they do bad, just quick sell them back before the roster update. You don't got to worry about it. But they could get supercharged. They could have a very good game, and then all of a sudden their hype goes up. Like Garrett Crochet, he was 1,400, had a very good game. Now he's 2,100, 1,900. So like any card at quick sell value, why not get in on him? Because you might make some stubs off of him. Chris Bubich. Now, the reason I got on this card, and I don't know if it's a good thing, look at his stamina. 32 stamina. He's a starting pitcher right now. So he got the bump from relief pitcher to starting pitcher. They bumped his overall from a 76 or 78, but they didn't change his stamina. He's been pitching like 6 innings per game. Even on his bad outing, he still pitched, I think, 5 or 6 innings. I think he needs a stamina boost. And I honestly, I don't even know how much stamina boost overall, if it does at all. But he's also been playing pretty good besides his last outing. I can see him getting a +2, and then maybe even a +3 or +4 if that stamina has like any impact on his overall. I think that could definitely boost him up. So he's been my sleeper investment for a very long time. He's been on my spreadsheet. So if you check that out, you know about Chris. And we also talked about why I invested on him on my Discord channel. So definitely want to check that out. He's been my little sleeper. I've had it in there for a while, and we'll see if it's a good one or a bad one, right? We got in on him when he was like 250. And then I got in more when he was like under 200 stubs. So we'll have to see and wait and find out. Now, even diamonds can be good to invest in if they're quick sell value. So like a Logan Gilbert, 3,021. You want to risk 21 stubs, invest in him at 3,022 or whatever. And then he has a very good start. You could see a good boost in his overall or his price wise. So even like certain diamonds, if they're a quick sell, they can still go up too. If they go up to an 87, boom, you make profit, right? And those are going to definitely help you out, especially the ones that are lower overall. Brian Wu, I've been thinking about this card. I've been thinking about it. Bryce Miller, I've also been thinking about. Just need them to have a good start. And a lot of times with pitchers, invest in them on the day that they're pitching, because if they have a very good game, they might get supercharged or just hype. You can just sell them off of hype. So if they're pitching that day and you see that they're at quick sell price, probably buy some of those if you got some extra stubs. As you guys can see, I only have 13,000 stubs. There's a reason for that. They're all invested. Over 1 million stubs invested. You can check the spreadsheet yourself. Over 1 million stubs are invested for me. I just put everything into it and just see what happens. And that's how we make our stubs. That's how we made over 20 million stubs in roster updates alone last year in MLB The Show 24. Another good one, Spencer Strider. Obviously, he's went up in price, but I believe he's pitching tomorrow, or whenever you see this video, he might be pitching today, right? So I think he is pitching very, very soon, if he hasn't pitched already, depending on when I get this video out. Pete Alonso, he went up quite a bit in price. He got supercharged. He's not supercharged anymore, but he's been playing pretty good. Matt Strom, I don't like relievers, though, as much. Kyle Schwarber could be a very interesting one. He's only at 300 stubs. If he goes up to an 80, then he would be 400 stubs, but he needs to hit righties, basically. When you're looking at Kyle Schwarber, you want to know how he's doing against righty as more than left. So you got to pay attention to their splits, because when it comes to hitters, that plays a big role. So like Bryson Stott, you want more power out of him, even contact too, but you're also looking at the power a lot if you want to see them move. Like Nick right here, I only have 30 of them, right? We only have 30. And like, if he just does better against righties, that's where we're kind of looking at with Nick Castellanos. Yeah, I do better against righties. I only have 30 of them though. He's just kind of chilling there. You just never know. Never know. Big day, might get supercharged. He'll go up to like 200-300 stubs, and I make a big profit off of him. This guy, Suzuki, man, up and down. His average is good. I just need this guy to hit for power, man. Just hit for power, and we are chilling. Knock some dingers for me. Give me like 4 or 5 home runs in the next couple weeks, and we could be seeing a big boost, or not big boost, but like At least a +2 would be nice to an 84. I would take that. 900 stubs to 1,500 stubs. I would take that. Nothing crazy. Not asking for a lot. Freddie Peralta, another good one. He's went up a little bit in price. I have a lot of good, like decent ones in here, but also have some bad ones in here that just have not been playing well, but they're still quick sell price. Like Suarez, he started off pretty hot, 5 home runs, but his average sucks, you know? So it's like he might get a power boost, but his contact might get a decline, so he won't move overalls or even go down to silver. That would hurt me a lot if he went down to silver. So that's why I've been a little scary with him. I don't know, man. I don't know. But he's like one that's a hit and miss. Josh Naylor, another one. Corbin Carroll, his price went up a lot. I wish I would got him at quick sell. He was definitely quick sell. Yeah, he was definitely a quick sell, like beginning of April. Yeah, around April, like very beginning of April, he was quick sell. So he was a good one that a lot of people got into in my community as well. We are Mookie Betts away, man. Mookie Betts away from finishing the Dodgers. I kind of want to do that, but we got Yamamoto. He's been pretty good. He's been really good. Like he's solid. Like he's balanced. Teoscar, I pulled 7 Teoscar Hernandez. And I just kept him. I was like, you know what? Come on, man. Do something good. Get supercharged. Dodgers in a slump. Let's not talk about that too much. Michael King got supercharged as well, and he's still around quick sell value. Michael King could be a very good one. He tossed his first career complete game shutout as of late. So that's, I mean, complete game shutout. Gotta look at his stat line though, and overall, but he could be definitely a good one. Limit his Ks, limits his walks. If he limits his Ks and he limits his walks, I can see him going up. Dylan Cease, you just never know. You never know. I got rid of mine though. He had a bad outing. I just got rid of him. I was like, whatever. I think he's pitching tonight, Monday night. Ryan Walker, Willie Adames. But there you have it though. We talked about roster updates. We gave you all the information you need to know. Don't press sell now on any cards. For those that watch this video, that's for you. We take advantage of everyone who doesn't watch this video. So definitely going to take advantage of that. So just to scroll through this spreadsheet a little bit, if we go to the top, you'll see all my investments, how much total, right? 988,000, but I also have legend and flashback investments as well. That's another 132,000 there. We got our XP cheat sheet. I need to update this for inning 2. Our TA cheat sheet, if you're trying to grind TA, we definitely have that. Use this file, make a copy for yourself. We go over to the right, right? These are all the stats. I need to update these stats, but we have their stats. In the blue will be the overalls. Contact versus lefties, contact versus righties, power versus lefties, power versus righties, clutch rating, all that, you know. And then we basically decipher, you know, their average versus runners in scoring position, their ISO versus lefties, their average versus lefties, based off their attribute. Do we think that's going to go up or go down or stay the same? I mean, for the pitchers, same thing. Hits per 9, Ks per 9, home runs per 9, walks per 9. Good example, Yamamoto. I don't have this updated though. He has a 73 hits per 9 rating, but he's allowing 6.18 hits per 9, 79 Ks per 9 rating, but he's gotten 10.69 Ks per 9, which is really, really good for a 79 overall, 77 overall in Ks per 9. 67 home runs per 9. He's allowed 1 home run per 9. That's kind of high in my opinion. But stuff like that, very, very cool to look at and just keep up to date. You can also make a copy and up to date yourself. I use Fangraphs for all that information. Find it in fangraphs.com or something like that. Search Fangraphs. It'll be a very helpful website when it comes to looking up these cards and seeing what they're all about. But anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. Hopefully, you know, you're not making those mistakes selling now and you're putting those buy orders in at that quick sell price so we can take advantage of people who do press sell now. We take advantage. We just don't do it ourselves. Don't lose stubs out there when you guys are selling cards. And when you're doing investments, you are looking to invest to quick sell. So when you're looking at 80 overall, we want them to go to an 81, 82, 83, and then quick sell for that equivalent actual quick sell price that we talked about right here. Those are the quick sell prices that you want to be quick selling for if they get boosted in those overalls. And we talked about live series, even diamonds, 85 overall, quick sells for 3,000. So if they go to an 84, right? I mean, 86, then it's 3750. So you gain 750 stubs per 85 overall that you had that went up to an 86. And as you get those diamond tiers, 750, you have 100 of those. That's a lot of stubs just for 100. It's like 75,000 stubs right there in the bank. We'd love to see it. But anyways, if this video does help you out, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, comment down below some of your investments, and maybe I'll check them out myself. And we'll make another video about this later on in the month before the next roster update on May 2nd, I believe. I guess it could happen a little bit earlier. My guess is Friday, May 2nd, or the Friday right before that. So the end of April, maybe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.